Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. More Bitcoin was bought by BlackRock. They bought it in a new fund, which is important because we always look at the money coming in and going out of BlackRock through Fidelity. But most of the time it comes from investment funds. It is coming from people. This is actually BlackRock making a smart move within other funds. They're the ones who choose to buy Bitcoin. This is how I want to go through that. I also want to show you a new video about Bitcoin that came out today from BlackRock. It talks about where Bitcoin is and how it all works. We also have a cool way to save money. If you don't mind, please subscribe and turn on the bell icon below the movie to see more videos, like this one. There will also be a link to Margex below a movie, which lets you trade cryptocurrency with borrowed money. It will also be possible to get a hamster worth up to $5 million through an airdrop. You can start trading as soon as you click on the link below the video and click Join Now. There's also something like that on CoinW, which is great because you can trade both futures and spot on CoinW. They are also giving away a lot of jungle coins in an airdrop. You can get a few $1,000s in jungle tokens for free, but it depends on how much you trade. Do you trade $1 million worth of volume? $10,000 worth of volume? $100 million worth of volume? How much you get in this airdrop will be different. One last thing, I talked to a Bitcoin First insurance company for 37 minutes in a long interview. That's right, they pay out in Bitcoin. In Bitcoin, they're charging more. Their attention is on Bitcoin. They used Bitcoin to keep track of their money. In the meantime, I'll put a link to the company below the video in case you want to get in touch with them and talk to one of their reps. I'll also put a link to the movie at the end so you can watch it if you haven't already. They're already a cool business. Naturally, you should always check things out for yourself. Stopping this SEC report now says that BlackRock bought Bitcoin for their global allocation fund. We are on the third internet now, through the IBIT Bitcoin ETF. This is the third time that a BlackRock fund has bought Bitcoin. They have a lot of global strategies like the Strategic Global Bond Fund, the Strategic Income Chances Fund, and the Global Allocation Fund. But this allocation to Bitcoin is basically just adding to some well-rounded portfolios. Is it the biggest allocation they can give to Bitcoin? It's not, though. I think they bought around 40,000 shares, which say $40 or $50 doesn't really matter. In this case, the stakes are a couple of $1 million. What does this mean? I think they're putting money into these funds, and then they'll probably dollar cost average over time. This is also kind of a big deal because, as we all know, there have been billions and billions of dollars I bet that has been bought, but that's not really by BlackRock. That comes from hedge funds, as I said. You can see that from individual investors, and BlackRock is really saying, hey, we want this in our funds. We think this will help our money do better with this. This will help us lower our risk or spread it out. It's going to be good for us, and I've already talked about why this is such a hot way for them to spend and why they want to put it in funds like these, because it boosts their returns. Fees, all of them have a fee of between 0.5 and 1% of the amount you deposit. And if Bitcoin makes their go up, they can charge more fees on that general higher fee fund. They also get fees from the Bitcoin I Bet ETF, so they can kind of double dip in fees. Let's look at some of these big funds to see what I mean. This is the first fund they said they bought through an SEC report. It has $17.4 billion in funds. In other words, let's say they give out 1%. They are purchasing Bitcoin worth $170 million and will be given a 1% share. This is the next money. It's smaller this time. This is the bond fund with $791 million in it. Now, look at this one with $37.7 billion in it. Wow, this is cool. So they have $55 billion and all they have to do is, let's say that 1% of the money is set aside for Bitcoin. That is a $550 million deal. It's important. Right now. Will that make Bitcoin reach $100,000 right away? No, not always just from those buys, but this is only a very small part of their total AUM. Remember that these three funds make up about 5% of their overall AUM when added together. This means that when they start adding other portfolios and bigger allocations, and people find out that BlackRock is buying more and more Bitcoin, the price is going to go up pretty quickly. On the other hand, they could naturally just add a little bit and not really change anything. That sounds like the more negative case, doesn't it? They only add it to a few companies and never really make it a big part of the portfolio. I believe they are quite optimistic, and we just heard from someone from BlackRock about what they plan to do and what they think about Bitcoin at the moment. However, I would like to talk about something that can help you save money. If you didn't know, cell phone plans cost a lot of money, and Helium Mobile can help you save a lot of money on that. The show's sponsor today is Helium. Helium Mobile got in touch with me a few months ago and asked me to test out their device. They offer a $20 plan with unlimited internet and cell service. I tried it and I was amazed at how cheap it is and how well it covers myself. Now, if you click on the link below the video, you can get a free month so you can have your own provider. There's nothing to change. You can try it for free for 1 month. It's kind of like an IQ test. You can try it for free for 1 month. You can sign up for $20 a month if you like it. Yes, that's very simple. They're a partner of the station and their sponsor because I like them so much. Something else they have is called finding mapping. You can actually let them see where you are and they'll reward you for it. You can use these prizes, pay for the plan by going there. Now, why do they want to know where you are? Well, they have hotspots in places with a lot of people, which gives them coverage. But in places where their hotspots aren't located, they don't have coverage. In fact, they work together with the world's biggest 5G provider. So there's also a link to the home hotspot. For those who want to give this or those who want to buy it, coins can be given to you afterward. They also have a Heath hotspot outside and a map. They really do give better location. They do this if they see that a lot of people are using their network in one place, even though they don't have many hotspots set up. They could make the place better. Miami is one example. There are so many purple boosted spots where you can get extra prizes. Also in New York, there are a lot of planned places to boost. I'll put links to all of this below the movie if you want. You can look at them. A lot of people have signed up for this endless plan and been happy with it. You can use it as much as you want for $20 a month, and the first month is free. It's free to try, and if you don't like it, you can always stop. I'm ready to play this clip. Hi, my name is Jay Jacobs, and I work at BlackRock as the head of action and theme ETFs. Okay, so he's up there at BlackRock. He's on the phone with someone. Let me turn this down a bit. Jay Jacobs is BlackRock's head of theme and active ETFs and is on the phone with someone. It's Sarah Samara Cohen, who is the head of ETF and index investing at BlackRock. Now, there's a little BlackRock on BlackRock talk about the Bitcoin ETFs. It's a little awkward. It seems a bit restricted. Anyway, let me play this for you. They look into all digital assets, even IBIT Bitcoin ETBs. Since IBIT start, we both new and experienced buyers in digital assets are very interested in the main theme of convenience. Okay, I'll play this for you. It was great to see you again. These days, it seems like every time we talk. Digital goods are being talked about. I'm not bitter though. It's an exciting time. I totally agree because a lot has been going on, whether it's changes in how funding is provided or there has been a lot going on in digital assets in terms of infrastructure, the environment, and public policy. In the end, this led to the release of Bitcoin ETFs. So Jay, what do you and the team hear from buyers now that IBIT is out there? We've had great conversations with owners of all levels, from those who are new to digital assets to those who have been doing it for a long time. I think what all of these talks have in common is how easy it is to get into the space with coin ETFs. I want to know what you think about the markets. How are investors' roles in the area changing? As you say, Jay, access has been the real game changer with ETFs entering the Bitcoin space because now investors can buy Bitcoin in the same way they could buy stocks and bonds through their advisors or their online brokerage platform. They can now buy